for you black niggas, that's what you feel. Screaming Black Lives Matter or Black Lives
Joyner Lucas, I'm not racist video.
Yelling nigga this and nigga that. Call everybody nigga and get a nigga mad. As soon as I say nigga, then everyone react. Wanna swing at me and call me racist cause I ain't black. Pound that then. Talking about slavery like you was around back then. Like you was picking cotton off the fucking ground back then.
Yo, what would you do if somebody was talking to you like that?
I'll have to smack that.
See a black man
I'll spaz on him.
It is.
But I'd rather see a black man claiming the sun. And I don't mean just
Roast.
one day and you done. I mean, you still trapped in a rut. I work my ass off and pay my taxes for what? So you can keep living on free government assistance?
What he's
Bro,
saying is true. Pause this.
No, it's not true. It's just common feelings that some you hear like, bro. That's the one complaint. Like that's the one complaint a bunch of like racist white people like to make. Like, oh, they be paying taxes for everybody that don't be doing anything else. Like the only people that pay taxes.
Nah, but the thing is, what he's saying is that a lot of black people are on welfare and shit like that, and he's basically that's government funded, so that's coming out of the white people's taxes.
Yeah, no,
But not necessarily white people's taxes.
No,
but
I get that, but like in the sense of this video being I'm not a racist, it's like this is something that you hear a bunch. Everything he's saying, like, oh,
Like that, what he's saying makes you racist.
yeah,
Nah,
but no,
like-
it's not just that. It's like a lot of people say these same things. A lot of people in this same demographic say the same things. Everything he's saying. That's why like all the digs like, oh, why can't a black man claim his son? That's something that somebody might feel on that demographic. What he said about, oh, like you stuck in the rut. I work my ass off just for what? I could pay a couple of taxes for you runts, this and that. Like that's what like these people be saying. I remember like I was working one of my jobs and shit, and then John Trump won, and homegirl, the lady was like, oh, now like we gotta pay tax for all these immigrants, this and that are illegal, this and that. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like this is a feeling. I just mentioned immigrants and like taxes for that, but like the feeling about paying taxes, being responsible for everybody else when that's really not the case. You know what I mean? That's a common like conception.
one thing I do want to add though, I don't necessarily think that it's always the guy's fault. I think it's the girl's fault for giving that nigga some pussy. No bullshit. That's why black people have so many illegitimate children, because these black women out here make horrible choices. Absolutely horrible
Black
choices.
women are women in general.
And a lot of these niggas. Go ahead.
Women in general, though, I feel like it's more so like women be having children with other men, and you know what I'm saying? Like a child could be on welfare, doesn't have to necessarily be all black and stuff. It's just like women make bad choices in the
awful
that they
choices. So it's equal culpability. It's not only the guy's fault. A lot of the time, is that these girls need to stop giving these niggas pussy.
That's facts.
Dead ass. Women control the evolutionary process.
Like,
So
well, they control the whole reproductive
control
thing.
it.
Like women could be like, we're not
niggas pussy.
Bro, women could be like, we're never having kids, and you can never have kids. Like,
yeah, not facts.
You already late. You motherfuckers need to get your damn priorities straight. Wait. It's like you're proud to be fake, but you lazy as fuck. And you rather sell drugs and get a job and be straight. And then you turn around and complain about the poverty rate. Fuck out of my face. You can't escape problems.
It's like the most stereotypical racist man.
Change, but can't break a dollar. Got nobody else to blame, so you blame Donald. They fuck the world with a make America great condom. My boy's been back. I'm not racist. My sister's boyfriend's black. I'm not racist. My sister-in-law's baby cousin Tracy got a brother and his girlfriend's black. My head's in the cloud. Heard there's not enough jobs for all the men in your house. Maybe we should build a wall to keep the Mexicans out. Or maybe we should send them all to the ghetto for now. I'm not racist. And I never lied, but I think there's a disconnect between your culture and mine. I worship the Einsteins, study the Steve Jobs, but you ride Tupac's dick like he was a fucking god. Oh my god. And all you care about is rapping and stunting and being ratchet, and that's the nigga within you.
Black people ride that shit with a saddle sometimes.
That's crazy.
Wait, pause it. Why is it crazy?
That's not. It's really not the case.
It's not true. It's not true.
It's not the case. Like, bro,
black people look at Tupac like Tupac did have his.
Bro.
Wait, time out. Let me just say.
All right, go ahead.
Bro, Tupac had like in terms of thinking and like what an ideal society should be. Totally on point, and it's basically like any humanitarian that's conscious would be like, oh yeah, people are supposed to get along, like people are supposed to do this for each other, help out, but like Tupac didn't have no wasn't he was just never like a figure like that. He was a rapper.
Yo, time out. I want to say something.
Like, what do you have to say?
Honestly, we would have to say a lot, y'all racist motherfuckers. Yo, that ass.
I'm not racist.
I'm not racist. Like, yeah, bro, it's the video we're watching.
Like this nigga sitting down like, what? Yo, what y'all mean all black people look up to Tupac? That's not the case. That's not the case.
A lot of them do.
Nah, a lot of niggas
who the fuck are you fooling, bro?
Bro, who are you fooling? When have you heard me say like, oh shit, like, yo, Tupac on everything, this and that?
I never heard you say that.
All right, wait. I be like, yo, Will Smith's my idol. I look at Will Smith, I'll be riding his dick, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? At the end of the day, like, bro, like, yo, if you see, like some of the people you see, like all the rappers you see like, oh yeah, I look up to Tupac. Just because the rappers are saying like, oh, I looked up to Tupac doesn't mean the general conception of everybody's like, oh, we looked up to Tupac, bro. Like, there's been plenty of black people that came since Tupac that people look up to, like Barack Obama, for one. Like, have you heard of Barack Obama mention Tupac? I haven't heard him mention Tupac.
Okay, give me this. Okay, I'm gonna tell you something right
Go ahead. He mentioned Lil Wayne. He mentioned Lil Wayne. He mentioned Tupac.
Give me the. Bro.
But what he said when he mentioned Lil Wayne, he said, no, hold up. When he mentioned Lil Wayne, he said, hey, you don't have to be the next Lil Wayne. Somebody thinks he can be the next Lil Wayne, but hey, you maybe you can, maybe you can't. But you could be the next this or that and be great. Come on, bro. You can't sit here like, man.
Bro.
Go ahead.
First of all, black people totally love Tupac. More than they should.
Nah, true.
More than they should. Like,
bro,
definitely had his vices.
Bro, Tupac was a street nigga. Like, what you mean? Like, a rapper? Like, okay,
well, like, niggas close to Tupac said that Tupac really wasn't a street dude. He was just had an attitude.
Just a dude.
He hung around street dudes. Like, there's plenty of dudes.
How he portrayed himself.
How he portrayed himself, yeah. But he was an intellectual man.
Well, bro, like, so you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't, like, I don't care. Like, the only thing is that people try to put Barack Obama and Tupac in the same light, and you can't do that shit. Like, you can't do that. Like, you can't put Tupac and Martin Luther King in the same light. You can't put Tupac
though Martin wasn't crazy.
And Gandhi. Yeah, that.
Nah, yes you can. Yes you can.
You can put Tupac and Gandhi in the same light.
No, you don't. They're leaders and they have a voice in what they're preaching. You act like Tupac was always preaching. All right. So what can you guys add to the narrative of Pac? What positive? What can you like exemplify? What can you use as an example?
Positive about Pac?
No, what can you use as an example to like further your argument against Pac? Because you're saying
not against Pac.
No,
I'm not saying.
like,
I'm just saying he's not as positive. He's not negative, but he's not as positive as he's made out to be.
But he's positive enough for people to actually follow his example. So like I do like Kendrick Lamar that's doing all this good.
Kendrick Lamar is a way more conscious human than Tupac. Kendrick
But Kendrick Lamar,
has the same charisma.
No, but time out. What Kendrick Lamar said since he came into the game was Pac came to him in a dream and told him to finish what he started. That's not what I said. That's not from my mouth. That's not from my mouth. That's not from my mouth. That's from Kendrick's mouth. I'm just repeating it. So at the end of the day, if somebody you can play the video, and somebody that positive is saying like, oh, somebody like Tupac inspired me to do this, and he's doing all this goodness, and you just said that he's not on the same level as Tupac, and he's saying that Tupac is influenced, then you're wrong. That'll make no sense.
Bro,
and at the end of the day, it's like,
Tupac is not somebody you should be like, oh, like, hey, little Johnny, like when you grow up, like be like Tupac, like, bruh.
What you want to take away from Tupac is the fact that
nigga, I don't want to take shit away from Tupac. Look what his life led him, bro.
You don't have to.
Like,
you don't have to. When his life led, he was hanging around the wrong people. That's what happened. He was hanging around the wrong people.
I tell my kid to be like Obama, bro. Not even MLK.
Bro. You telling him to be like Sammy Sosa.
That kid's being racist. Now you're being racist.
I'll be racist, bro. You can play this back. They'll be like, yo, this Spanish dude in the middle is pretty racist.
That was definitely racist.
No, it was not.
It was definitely racist, bro.
No, it definitely was racist. But like everything you were saying prior to that was a lot more racist.
Bro, I just said that niggas shouldn't look up to Tupac. Bro,
nah,
he was about to cry because you can't suck Tupac's dick.
But the reasons behind it just don't make sense.
Damn, nigga, like, niggas mad racist. I didn't want to hear what you have to say.
No, play it.
Yo, here you go.
Bunch of class clowns. Niggas kneeling on the field, that's a flag down. How dare you try to make demands for this money? You gon' show us some respect. You gon' stand for this country, nigga.
Oh, shit.
I'm not racist.
See? These are the feelings that a lot of these people in this demographic have.
Fighting for y'all can take that motherfucker too. He ain't white no more. It's like you wanna be so famous. You'll do anything for attention and a little payment. I can't take you nowhere without people pointing fingers. Pants hanging off your ass, you ain't got no home training. Put your fucking pants up, nigga. Put that suit back on. Take that do-rag off. Take that gun out your mouth. Quit the pitiful stuff. And then maybe police will stop killing you. Fuck, what the fuck?
Oh, not that part.
I'm not
whoa.
Yo, crazy. Oh my god.
I'm not racist.
Yo, y'all crazy.
That's crazy. Alright, the police shit. He like Joyner Lucas. I don't know if he's black or he's white. Or he's some kind of halvesy.
Nigga, bro, first of all, he's an artist right in from the perspective of a white man
Yeah,
in that demographic.
You cannot make this music, bro.
What do you mean he can't make this music, bro?
You can't put this out.
Yes, he can.
You can't. Like, you can't make it seem like it's okay to think that it's okay. You can't make it seem like it's okay for white people to think that black people can't get killed by the cops because they act a certain way.
He's not. That's not what he's doing. That's not exact. That's not even close to what he's doing. That's the conception that people have. White people, you can go on the street, some white person's gonna tell you that exact thing. That's the reason why. They be having gold teeth in their mouth, pants hanging out, this and that, and that's the reason why they're getting shot down by the cops. That's what some other white person saying. Him as an artist, he's writing all that perspective into the white person's dialogue. Yeah. You feel me? Like, I don't see how that's above your head, bro. Like, that shit's clear. You feel me? Like, yo, he's talking. It's not Joyner Lucas. Joyner Lucas is, like, absent from this. Yeah. It's this black man talking to this a racist white man. That's the demographic. That's what this whole thing's about.
Suspending himself.
Okay, but time out. Black people sometimes, not even sometimes, black people are also racist. Against white people, and it's like, and it's becoming so magnified that like black people are just intrinsically becoming racist against white people.
I'm not saying that's false,
bro. That's
setting the next generation back too, like crazy.
But I feel like we've been
this ideology.
No, definitely.
Like,
but
it's
what can we do when we're still systemically oppressed? And we have to rise above. We have to rise above like the system and change the system. But no matter what,
what part of the system is systemically oppressing us though? That's what we need to identify first.
Yeah.
Of all.
It's like there's like a wage, like a opportunity gap in terms of jobs, and then like, but like everybody can go. Like it's not like they'd be like, oh, you can't go to the school because you're black.
Right. If anything, it's the opposite because affirmative action is in place, and that incentivizes more black people to get into college. Right.
Not facts, but that's like beyond that. Beyond that, once you're in those places, there's things as such that exist for, minorities and people of different, like demographics, such as glass ceilings. Sometimes you as a black man in a certain industry, you cannot rise above a certain pedigree because of your skin color. You feel me? So think about it. Like for
why though?
Why? Because of the systems that are in place.
That's what we gotta. We can't keep screaming systems. We have to identify these systems.
Bro, if you had to go to jail, God forbid, but it's something were to put you in jail for like a week.
All right.
Bro, that could fuck you up for the whole entire rest of your life.
Absolutely.
100%. Yeah. But
what is it?
But what is that?
You get arrested.
Bro. You will not be handled in the system. You will not be handled in the judicial system as somebody else the same age as you, same everything, same college, same hobby, everything. You will not be handled the same way as a white man in the same place as you.
But we can't say that for sure though.
What do you mean we can't say that for sure? There's proof. It's been happening. Proof? What do you mean? What about Brock Turner? Dudes like that.
Because he has a rich dad. That's
yeah, bro.
Lawyers. So it's all about the lawyers.
OJ killed 2 people.
Bro. OJ killed people. OJ was killing people.
He murdered them.
But like,
why? Because he had money.
In the trials, they went through a whole bunch of trials to like pin him for it. He didn't get pinned for it.
Lawyers, like that.
Lawyers definitely play a part in it. But like, bro, you can have a great lawyer. You can have a great lawyer and be a black man, and have a great lawyer. Just the white guy can have a great lawyer just as equal as your great lawyer, and you could be having the same crime, and you're still gonna be punished more severely than him. Yeah. And that's a statistic. That's real. You can Google that.
I don't know. We would have to pull up.
You can Google that.
Yeah, we have to.
Bro, it's about lawyer because probably white people on average probably have more money. That's why they get off more. But no, I'm not saying that it doesn't exist at all. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying that the rate at which like black people try to say it exists is being overblown. That's what I'm trying to say. I feel like we sensationalize it to a stature that's just non-existent.
Nah, bro. I think it's definitely realistic. It is what it is currently. Like,
all right. Continue.
Man, let's watch the video, man.
30-minute reaction.
I'm totally getting back on this when we record on Friday.
I wish that I knew yours. Not racist.
I have not seen this video, so I want to hear what the black guy got to say.
I bet.
Because every snippet I heard the white guy's point of view.
With all disrespect, I don't really like you white motherfuckers. That's just where I'm at. Screaming all lives matter is a protest to my protest. What kind of shit is that? And that's one war you'll never win. The power in the word nigga is a different sin. We shouldn't say it, but we do, and that's just what it is. But that don't mean that you can say it just cause you got nigga friends. Nigga. That word was originated for you to keep us under. And when we use it, we know that's just how we greet each other. And when you use it, we know there's a double meaning under. And even if I wasn't picking cotton physically, that don't mean I'm not infected by the history. My grandmama was a slave, that shit gets to me, and you ain't got no motherfucking sympathy, you pussy nigga. I'm
Pause.
sorry, you can never feel my life. Trying to have faith, but I never felt alright. It's hard to
That was
Why do we guilt white people that had nothing to do with slavery? Why do we guilt them?
that they don't have, like, it's not his fault.
Bro.
It's not his fault.
It's not his fault that, like,
his great grandfather owned slaves.
even though some
What is that kind of
some white
different?
people like are great, like the racism can be grandfathered into people, like, bro, like it's not his fault that these niggas
Alright.
came on boats and had guns.
Alright,
and-
that's not the point. It's like people don't try to guilt them into like, oh, slavery. It's more so you should feel guilty for being ignorant to the fact that a crime like that is the reason why a group of people are still set back to this day. You gotta remember, segregation was 50 years ago. That shit was in 1960.
Okay.
It's 2017, my nigga. We just getting past all that shit. We were no longer slaves until like the 1860s, like, or whatever, you know, 19, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then we were segregated for many years.
Emancipation
So at
Proclamation.
the same time, we were living with these people, but we're less than the people.
Abraham Lincoln was
So
a vampire hunter.
So like the times before, that's not long removed. We're not even 100 years into the fact that we're like integrated with society. So it's not being guilty, because he has nothing to do with slavery. He wasn't there. But he should feel guilty for being ignorant to the history that sets back a whole entire generation of people.
So how would he not be ignorant? Like, how would he not be ignorant? Would he be like, oh, like, yo, here's, like,
here's $20.
No.
Here's $20 bucks.
That's
my
not,
fault. My great grandpa.
that's not the case. That's not the case. But like they already took care of reparations. That's the thing. Reparations is already a thing. But that's not the
I
case.
didn't
Yeah.
get anything.
Nah, that's not the case. With this one, it's just like, yo, like, it's more so like you're saying you have all these generalizations about black people, but like look at the history behind what put the black people in this position. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, the people could group together, but when the people group together, that's when we beat segregation.
Let's see what the black guy has to say.
Let's continue.
She's ran by whites, judging me by my skin color and my blackness. Trying to find a job, but ain't nobody call me back yet. Now I gotta sell drugs and put food in my cabinet. You crackers ain't slick, this is all a part of your tactics. Don't talk about no motherfucking taxes when I ain't making no dough. You think you know everything, but you don't. You wanna copy our slang and everything that we know. Trying to steal black culture and make it your own. Whoa. Fuck, I'm exhausted. I can't.
Why do black people do shit like that? Oh, you're being a culture vulture. Oh, you're stealing our culture. Like, that shit is so stupid. Like, you can't own words and shit like that. You can't own cornrows.
That
Like,
shit's
what the
annoying
fuck?
as fuck.
That shit's
Like, shut the
so
fuck up.
Stupid.
No,
Like,
If a
bro,
white
like,
girl wears
like,
cornrows, black girls are all over them.
bro,
What?
black, like,
Why?
that's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
Why?
just as racist as white people be, like, black people be
racist,
just as
yo.
racist, like,
And
just
then-
as racist,
and then
bro.
They should,
Like,
oh, well, no, we're
because
not.
yo, time out. It's because like,
try to
bro.
so it's okay that black people are racist.
No, it's the fact that like when black people do something that if a white person does something that a black person does, it's not viewed as negatively if a black person does it.
That's
so for
the
instance,
thing.
so
Black people
like,
just worried about how they're viewed.
no, that's
like-
not the case,
like-
bro. That's not the case,
like-
nigga.
like, bro, you-
that's
like-
not the case, bro.
Like, y'all just, you know what I'm saying? Like,
That's not the case. That's not the
Finish.
case. Yo, for instance, if I come in with my braids, if I have braids and I'm just walking around and like my shit's unkept, you know what I'm saying? My braids would look like just like Post Malone's. Some people like, oh, he needs to clean his braids, this and that, blah blah. But Post Malone comes out with his braids, he's like, oh, he's trendy.
I don't. Who says that though?
That's a thing.
Is
That's
it
a thing. Yes, it is a thing, but it's not like more so for males. That's something that more so like black females deal with, in the sense that like a lot of their things are appropriated by white females and white culture. But when they're doing,
What's wrong with appropriation though? I feel like
there's nothing wrong with appropriation. That's not what I'm saying. It ain't wrong with
It was a
appropriation.
serious form
It's
of
more so when you
imitation.
appropriate
Yeah.
something. It's when you appropriate something and then you down the originators. You down them in the
But
sense
they
that
don't do that.
yes, they
though.
do.
No,
yes,
they
do,
don't.
bro. Yes, they do, bro.
No, they
yes,
how?
they do, bro.
How? I haven't seen.
I've seen examples. I've seen some slight examples on media, but it's not. There's nothing like it's not like fucking Vogue will be like black girls with braids thumbs down, white girls with braids thumbs up. I feel like it's just like, bro, like black people really just be racist, like, or they just be like, oh, like you can't do what we do.
The systematic oppression excuse, like we can't be racist because white people are in position of power.
Yeah, like shut the fuck up with that
is
shit.
so
Like
stupid.
racism is hatred
can't-
against
yeah.
another group. Y'all hate white people.
Yeah.
You do.
You can't just
Like-
change the definition of something just to fit your
Exactly,
you know what
just
I
to
mean?
fit your thing. Like,
Yeah,
that,
just
like
just
I
fit your.
think that's called positive
your
something
agenda.
bias.
Without the cops trying to start shit. I'm tired of this systematic racism bullshit. All you do is false shit. This the shit that I'm false with. And you don't know shit about my people. That's what bothers you. You don't know about no fried chicken or no barbecue. You don't know about the two-step or no loose change. You don't know about no 2 chains or no Kool-Aid. You don't know. And even though Barack was half as black, you hated President Obama. I know that's a fact. You couldn't wait to get him out and put a cracker back. And then you gave us Donald Trump, and that was payback for that. I'm not racist. I never lied, but I noticed a disconnect between your culture and mine. Yeah, I praised Tupac like he was a fucking god. He was fighting for his life way before he fucking died, nigga. Die, nigga. And all you care about is money and power and being ugly, and that's the cracker within you. Hatred all in your brain and slowly start to convince you. Then you teach it to your children until the cycle continue. Blame it on Puerto Rico, blame it on OJ, blame it on everybody except for your own race. Blame it on black niggas and blame it on black citizens. Aim at the black businesses. I ain't saying I'm innocent, but I might be any day now. Treating everybody how you want in any way how. I swear North Korea about to bomb us any day now. And now I'm ducking every time I hear a fucking plane now. Shit. You know I make a lot of sense, but you just can't admit it. When Eminem went against Trump, that was the illest. Cause even though he's white, he let us know he's standing with us. I'm not racist, but I cry a lot.
Was a combo,
you don't know what it's like to be in a frying pan.
Yes.
You don't know what it's like to mind your business and get stopped by the cops. And I know if you about to die or not. You worry about your life, so you take mine. I love you, but I fucking hate you at the same time. I wish we could trade shoes and we could change lives so we can understand each other more, but that'll take time. I'm not racist. It's like we living in the same building but split into both sides. I'm not racist. But there's two sides to every story, and now you know mine. Can't erase the scars with a bandage. I'm hoping maybe we can come to an understanding.
And they hug it out.
Yo, the white guy looks mad weird with the hug. Like, I've been like, bro.
It would have been like,
Yeah.
he's like, yeah, I'm still racist. He's like, oh, they're gonna do a handshake
My
now?
man's like, too close, man, too close.
What do you guys think about that record?
Yo,
Nah,
man.
shit's bullshit.
You think it's bullshit?
I think
This
like
is total bullshit, bro. Total bullshit. Total fucking hot crap.
it's not. Yo, I think Joyner nailed the white perceptions. The white conceptions and perceptions that like he was rapping up perspective. Thank you. The white perspective he was rapping about is on point. It's perfect. He got to down to a T. But I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, more from the African Americans perspective, he could like probably elaborate more. But like I feel like more so when you're trying to like connect on the message, you're trying to connect on the main overall message, and I feel like that's something that like a lot of people like. Because some white person's gonna click on this video. 1 to 15, 16 million. Because it's about his 60 million views. Shout out Joyner Lucas. But you know what I'm saying? Like out of 60 million views, somebody's clicking on that and they're like, yup, to everything the white dude's saying. And then they're hearing like the black's perspective and they're just like, oh, okay. You know, and they probably like their like view is probably altered just a little bit more, you know. But I just feel like he could elaborate more on like the black perspective. But I think it's a great
I feel like
job.
he makes the black guy fall into every black stereotype white people make about black people. He's talking about like fried chicken and Kool-Aid and all this shit. Like they just, I feel like he
but
just like stereotypes.
It's more so what you hear from the lyrics. He said, "What you know about the two-step? What you know about the Kool-Aid? What you know about the fried chicken? Like what you know about that? What do you know? What do you know about it really meaning to the culture of black people?"
I feel like that's counterproductive. It just puts them, just puts air in that stereotype bubble.
I agree.
I
agree. Well, I do like the record though. I feel like it was a cool record.
It's a great record. It's definitely.
I feel like maybe he could have. I don't know.
I wish there was a Spanish guy in it.
I don't know. I feel like he could have definitely like did more for the black side. I feel like it made it a little bit more like educated. I feel like he made like the black dude look a little dumb.
I don't feel like dumb. I just feel like it's more general from like a youth perspective.
Yeah.
You know, because this is more like you see like the hairstyle. Just the differences in ages. Like he's 19 to about 22. This dude is like, you could say he's from like 28 to like whatever.
35 or
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Whatever. You just like, you know, you can include everybody that's older in his side and that's white, and everybody that's young and black on his side. And that would be the, you know, the general perspective, I think, you know. It's more general. He's more general.
Yeah, I like how they made him look really racist though. Like, he looks like the most racist guy I've ever seen.
I don't even think so. I feel like when he got the hat off, he don't really look that racist. So that's why, you know, I see it more. He could be like some of these people that are more like covertly racist, you know?
Yeah.
So when you take off the hat, you can't really tell. You see the smile, you can't tell. You could be like the dude that's working in the office. He's like, yeah, bud, you know, I called LeBron the other day. Man, he's a beast. You know what I'm saying?
But then he's really like, oh, I hate LeBron.
Good record overall.
For sure.
I like it.
Definitely.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's good for what it was, I guess.
All right, man. I'm Not Racist. That was our reaction. I'm John. This is Danny. This is Edmund.
Eddie Stacks. Nigga, you gotta call me Eddie Stacks, bro. No one knows my government.
Oh, my fault.
Yeah, that ass show.
Fault, right,
So I don't even go by Edmund on the internet.
And by the way, I was playing devil's advocate a little bit too at the same time. I'm not a self-loather. I don't hate my own skin color. I don't want to be a white guy. I was just playing devil's advocate.
He totally wants to be a white guy. I just think
look at where I'm sitting. I want to be so white right now. I'm appropriating white culture by
sitting like this. Yeah. So.
Wow.
Hey man, we always gotta love each other.
I'm not racist.
But I think it was racist that they didn't have a Spanish person in the video.
Of course, the Spanish person would say that.
Whatever, black guy.
I'm not racist. It's your boy Eddie Stacks.
You wanna do one more?
I feel like that was good though. No bullshit.
I got designer from head to my toe. I'm on designer, my bitch on the coat. I got Da Vinci all over my coat. I'm on the X and I jump on the phone.